Hi guys, it's Sheena from Teton Raptor Center and I'm here to give you all this week's patient update. So let's go ahead and get started. To start things off, I want to revisit one of our releases from last month. This is the migration movement of Golden Eagle 829. This is the bird that we had a transmitter on. He was initially picked up in Saddle String, Wyoming, which is the northern part of the state, and he has made his way all the way down to the Fort Worth area in Texas. Moving right along to our current patients, here we have Cooper's Hawk 925B. This bird came from Jackson, Wyoming with a fractured scapula on the left side of his shoulder. He's doing really well. He moved out of the ICU and into the PCU where he has a lot more space to move around. We're still not out of the woods yet to begin flight conditioning, but we will be able to do that very soon. Next up for the birds we're covering in this week's update, we've got Great Horned Owl 911. This one came from Firth, Idaho, and he came in with a fractured clavicle. That bone has healed up beautifully, and we're going to begin flight conditioning with him, so hopefully stay tuned, and next week you might be able to see him flying. Next up, we've got Red-tailed Hawk 831, and this is the bird that came in with a broken wing from Gillette, Wyoming. He is flying beautifully out in the flight barn, as you can see from these clips, and he is set to get transported back up to Gillette this weekend and is going to be released on Sunday in the exact same location that he was found. So we're really excited to get him back out there, and hopefully we'll have a release video that we can include in next week's update for you all. Next up is Ferruginous Hawk 82. This is the bird that came in from Rexburg, Idaho with severe eye trauma. His eye trauma was so severe that we actually had to remove his eyeball, and it's now fully healed, and because he can't be released back out into the wild with that one eye, he is going to be placed as a permanent resident at another facility. Here you can see he's having a training session. This is all choice-based, so this is his choice to follow along, and as you can see, he's a very willing participant to get up on the glove, be weighed, and move around his enclosure with food as a reinforcer. Next up, we've got Long-eared Owl 81, and this is the bird that came in from Douglas, Wyoming with a fractured radius and ulna in his left wing. We did surgery to repair the wing and now have removed all of the hardware. Here you can see he's flying out in the flight barn really beautifully. We would like to see a couple things in his flight improve before he goes back out to the wild. One of them is just making sure that he has enough stamina. He does get out of breath quickly, so we have to continue encouraging him to fly before he's ready for release. We also want to live prey test him. Last but not least for the birds we're covering in this week's update is Golden Eagle 39. This is the bird that came in with soft tissue damage to the right metacarpus as well as feather damage. Those feathers are slowly but surely growing in. We normally can only rehab birds for a certain number of days before we have to request an extension through the feds. So this bird has been granted an extension so that those feathers can grow in, and then hopefully by the time that extension runs through, we'll be able to release him before then. All right, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about our birds. Remember that if you want to do your part to help keep wild birds wild, you can check out our website at tetonraptorcenter.org and make a donation, or you can click the link below and donate there. Bye!